Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So this video is looking more at the tyranny than the delusions of the social justice movement, but they're certainly related. In this case, a diversity, equity, and inclusion fascist, race-shamed, a beloved principal, an admired leader in adult education, drove him to suicide. So in the course of this DEI indoctrination, the CEO of the organization running it, Kojo Institute, Kiki Ojo Thompson, starts spouting out about how Canada is even more racist than the United States, right? This whole systemic oppression narrative, that's the delusion. The teacher, Richard Biltzto, polite individual, he simply gently pushes back and suggests that he went to teachers college in the United States, fed no doubt poisonous leftist nonsense. So he believes in the systemic racist narrative, which is a lie, but gently pushes back, suggesting that no, he didn't think that racism was as prevalent a feature in Canadian society as it is in American society. Well, Kiki Ojo Thompson uses this as a teachable moment to show you what white resistance looks like. So basically race shames this guy, suggesting that he's a racist, but he can't see through his white privilege to know the fact. The fact is, systemic oppression is nonsense, and this is me not denying the fact of racism. Racism exists. Blacks can be racist, Asians can be racist, and whites can be racist. And as it turns out, in the United States, blacks perpetrate the most hate crimes against anyone. They're number one perpetrators of hate crime. And the oppression narrative is nonsense. It's illegal to discriminate, unless you went to Harvard a few short weeks ago until the Supreme Court told that institution, no, it can't be racist. Can't discriminate against Asian students because they're Asians and they're doing well. Can't do it. So at any rate, and this was the first session of this series, no incidents. Second incident, this Richard Biltzko makes his statement. He's attacked. About 200 participants there don't say a damn thing. They look at their shoes. They know it's a lie. And many of them know this principal, deceased now, don't say a damn thing. Third session, this Kiki Ojo Thompson gets at him again, right? Using this as an object lesson in white privilege and white denial. Awful. Drove this man to his death. And this guy, he was a leftist. He believes this poisonous nonsense. That's why it hurts, right? It hurts. I don't give a flying F if you call me a racist. I know I'm not. But this guy, he takes this community's views seriously. This is much like in the Stalin show trials, where perfectly innocent men would admit to crimes they never were guilty of, right? For the sake of the party, right? Yeah, I'm a traitor to the Soviet Union. I've been sabotaging and awful. And then, of course, they're found guilty on the basis of their statements, taken out and shot. Well, this Richard Biltzko, he was socially alienated. The teaching community in Ontario broke their contract to him, refused to hire him, have anything to do with him. And of course, former friends and associates don't want anything to do with him. They don't want to be stained by this guy's imagined white supremacy. They know it's a lie, but they don't want to be their virtue tainted, right? The crowd, the herd will look at you. Where are your sympathies with, right? Awful. This is how good people's lives are ruined. And courage, it's a rare, rare principle. And this allows tyrants to seize control because people stand around looking at their shoes and hoping that the Nazis or the communist army won't come for them. Stop it. Show some courage. Right? People who knew this man should have stood up for him. And even if you don't know the man, say, hang on a minute, there was nothing in what he said that was racist. And this Kiki suggests that him being white doesn't give him any forum to speak to her because she's oppressed. This is that whole standpoint epistemology. You can't know the sufferings that black people endure because you're not black. Do you think if the boot of, dominating systemic oppression was, stamping on people in the streets, you wouldn't notice? Of course you would notice. This standpoint epistemology. Epistemology is a branch of inquiry in philosophy about truth claims and how you support truth claims. It is not standpoint epistemology. You can't know because you're not black. Did the Germans and Nazi Germany not know that the Jews were being mistreated, when they're being dragged out in the street and beaten and their stores smashed in Kristallnacht? No, they knew, and that makes them responsible. The march to Selma, police dogs, fire hoses, and police truncheons. Yes, people knew, and people woke up because they realized me standing by means I'm complicit in this. You standing by as somebody is being attacked with this false allegations of racism, bigotry, transphobe, blah, 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 blah. This is you being complicit. And if you don't know that it's a lie, you're complicit as well. Willful blindness. Pick up a book. Mine would be a good book to start with, but you don't have to pick up mine. Christopher Rufo recently released an excellent book. God Sad, another one. The Parasitic Mind. There are a number of excellent books out there. Check it out. Willful blindness does make you responsible. So, and please check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice, available on Amazon. It's not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye now.